we're excited to have our new Silverado 1500, which we've just now taken delivery of. As you can see, it's not registered at this stage. We're just currently getting it ready to do the GVM upgrade, which will be a pre-registration. And we're going to build a little series out of this car. So the first series being this one, being episode 1, we're just going to focus on the GVM upgrade itself, because that's probably one of the most important things that most people want to do. And look, the tax cut is great. You know, you get to claim 100% of the vehicle. So when you can save some tax, it's a smart way to do it. So, but we're going to be using this car for towing and using it to tow our territory and our Jeep and, you know, all the workshop race cars and so on. So we need that extra payload in the back, and the GVM upgrade does that for us. So in upcoming episodes, we're going to be focusing on exhaust system, doing the wheels, the method wheels and supercharger, and you know, we'll slowly probably move into more engine related sort of stuff, but we're going to try and focus a little bit more on seeing what sort of power gains we can get out of the vehicle before we do the supercharger. So we'll do some engine mapping and transmission recalibrations and all that sort of stuff, and progress through that as we go and see what sort of gains we can make from intakes and so on. If everybody knows me well who watches this, they know I just can't leave things alone. So I will dissect this car down as much as I physically can, and you know, I'm not scared to break a few eggs at the same time. So we'll certainly have some fun with the vehicle. Will we be racing it? Look, it's not really a race car, but it's used to tow our race car. So you know, if it's at the track and you know we have the opportunity, we will put it on the quarter mile and we'll run it. But we will get a baseline out of it before we do any modifications, just so we can see what it does run stock over the quarter mile and stock baseline figures and so on. So anyway, let's move into the episode. We're going to show you now the GVM upgrade componentry, and then we'll run through it all as we do the actual installation of it, and we'll show you some clips of it all installed on the vehicle, and then what the vehicle looks like at the end of the GVM. So we'll get it outside in the sun and show you what it looks like. But stick around. I hope you enjoy the video. We're going to try and do something a little bit different, so just bear with me. We'll try and get it right, and yeah, and if you enjoy it, let us know. If there's something in there that's not quite what you want to see or you want to see, please let us know. We only know if we're doing it right or wrong if you tell us. So look forward to showing you the episodes, and we'll get into it. Thanks guys. Quick overview of all the parts that come in the Walkinshaw Performance GVM upgrade to suit the Silverado. This is a standard wheel, standard height parts list here, and this is what we've chosen to use on our vehicle. I don't want to lift the car any higher than what it already is. If anything, I'd probably like to lower it. My wife is a little bit short, so but this will still be ideal for what we're going to use it for. So you've got your heavy duty rear leaf springs. Comes with brand new bolts, all the tags to suit the tow bar, jack, tyre placard, you know, all that sort of stuff. Heavy duty rear dampeners, heavy duty front dampeners, and brand new shackles. So very basic kit, which is pretty much what you need it to be. It doesn't need to be complicated. This is a federal state registered kit, so be assured that this will get you through Australia without any issues. And with OE quality, as you'd expect from Walkinshaw Performance. So let's get it onto the car now, and we'll fit it all up. So a few people are probably wondering what the weights and all the specifications side of things are. A lot of this stuff is subject to change based on the time. So as you can imagine, when you're dealing with engineers and the polys and all that sort of stuff, you know, things can change without notice. So obviously when you get your car GVM upgraded, whatever it's been registered with, that's what you're going to stay with. But as far as exact weights and all that sort of stuff, that's all subject on your vehicle. So if you want to book a car in and you sort of want to know what the weights would be for your car, it's probably best to give us a call. Give us your VIN number and we'll punch it through the system, and then once we know what we're dealing with, then we can pretty much give you a pretty accurate figure of your GVM, GCM and payload. So but as an average, you know, like the GCM is like up around the 7,500 mark, and then your GVM's over the 36, and the rear payload, you know, it's over a ton. So depending on wheels and lifts and all that sort of stuff, a lot of those numbers do vary around a bit. So it is a little bit flexible in that area. So so if you've got a certain criteria or target you need to meet, we have a few options that we can sort of work with. So, but let's move into the workshop now. Let's get the parts fitted up on the vehicle, and we'll give you a bit of a rundown of everything on the car, and yeah, hopefully you like what you see. Front dampeners are now fitted to the vehicle, as you can see. They're all sitting in there quite nicely. Got the WP logos at the very bottom, and then we have to do a few torque markings on the bottom, which is just for the engineering process. Rear leaf springs and heavy duty dampeners are now installed. As you can see, they run an extra leaf spring, which helps with the payload, and a heavy duty rear shocker. So we've now completed the GVM upgrade on the vehicle. As you can see, it's still standard height, and yeah, it doesn't look any different as it did before. As we progress through the build, things will change with the wheels and all that sort of stuff, but this episode's more focused on the GVM upgrade. So just the little finishing things that Walkinshaw do. Here's all your technical information, which is now on your supplementary manual, and then they also give you your new placards, so tyre placard and your tow bar, ball weights and all that sort of stuff there. So all the things that will keep the authorities nice and happy and off your back. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's only primarily been on the GVM upgrade, but we will in the upcoming weeks we'll be updating with all the wheels and suspension and all that sort of stuff. So keep an eye on our YouTube channel, guys, for updates. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get an update and you can follow along. Thanks again, see you on the next one.